Now this is episode 2. Who is excited? Hey singles, hey single Pringles, hey single souls, welcome to the Single Life with Farida. If you are new, do subscribe, and to my OGs, welcome back. Now this is episode 2. Who is excited? Now for this episode, I'll be talking about why you should remain single. Yes, I know I said you should not be single. I know I said singleness is bad. If you've not seen that video though, tap on this card right here and watch it. First up, self-discovery, self-development is key to becoming a better person. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing your toxic traits, knowing your good traits is very, very important before you jump into a relationship. Now, what is the best time to know all these traits? Trust me, is when you are single. When you are single and alone, you have time to reflect, you have time to detox, you have time to think about the kind of person you want to be, think about the kind of person you want to be with. Single life gives you this time and opportunity to learn about yourself, discover yourself more. Let me tell you something, you can never fully know yourself, right? But when you are alone, when you are single, you get to discover 1 or 2 things that you might be doing that is not really nice, and you walk towards it. Point number 2 is you can learn to rely on yourself. Let me tell you, there are some people out there right now that if their guy or babe breaks up with them, they cannot hold on. They cannot hold on to anything. They will just collapse and go back to square one. But no, single soul, this is where you guys have the advantage, the bigger hand, because first off, you are on your own. You've learned to be on your own. You've learned to rely on yourself most of the time. So even if you are in a relationship, I'm not saying that when you are dating you should be looking forward to the breakup, but at the same time you need to be realistic. Anything can go south, so before it goes south, you already know that even if this guy should mess up, me, I can stay on my own, kitty. But yes, I'll cry for a week, but I know I can stand on my own. Because there are some people that if this guy should leave me, this guy is like my world, he's my bedrock, he's my foundation. If he should leave me, my life is over. I cannot even move on. That is not what you want for your life. You want to be able to rely on yourself. This is why you should remain single for a while. Point 4 is growth, in the sense that you are going to grow. For example, you have been single for a very long time, and if you feel stuck, there's no one to advise you, no one to motivate you, no one to encourage you. You begin to learn these things by yourself and you begin to grow. This time you are waiting for a relationship, do not just say, oh okay, I'm just going to wait. When this guy comes, he really wants to carry me to abroad, or when this girl comes, her father will be rich, I'll marry her. No, grow on your own. Because when you came to this world, you came on your own. You don't need to wait for a relationship before you grow. You need to start learning how to grow on your own. You are an individual and you are one person. You need to learn how to start growing on your own. Growing in the sense of maturity, growing in the sense of how you relate to things financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. There are different features you should grow on, different traits you should grow on, should develop on. Basically, you need to grow. You need this growth. Teach yourself things, practice things, learn things, take on courses. Don't say, oh, I'm single, I'm stuck. You are not stuck, because bad as bad. You might be single for 10 years, you don't know. So what are you still waiting for? Are you waiting for, oh, till I'm in a relationship before I will develop myself, or before I will grow up? No, start your growth process. Live your life. Be free. You don't need to wait for any man or any woman before you do what you want to do. Hustle. This time you've been single, you don't have to answer to anybody. Hustle, get a job, learn a craft, get something doing. Get involved, network, talk to people, get to know people, grow. Don't be stagnant. Don't wait for any man, don't wait for any woman to make your life feel better. Learn to be happy on your own, by yourself. Grow. This is the time you have to grow. This is the time you have to explore, try new things, put your both legs in that sea and swim. Don't wait. Grow. If you're in a relationship as well, you also have that time to grow. It might not be a lot of time, but don't get yourself too involved and forget about yourself. You need to always put yourself first. Like I said, even if you are dating, even if you are in Even if you are engaged, always find time for yourself to develop yourself, to grow up and become something for your own self. Just make your own self happy, because you are putting your own self first. Don't say, oh, don't worry, I'm married, my husband will sort out the bills, my husband has everything covered. No. In this age and time, we do it hand in hand. The woman gets a job, the man gets a job, they come together and work it out. They split bills, they split chores. Let me tell you, nowadays, it's no longer one-sided. You have to grow up. Don't tell me in this period I'm waiting to be single. You'll be backing fire, we'll be praying to God, telling God every day, I want this, I want that. Meanwhile, you're not making efforts to grow, you're not making effort to develop yourself, you're not making effort to like be a better person. You're just waiting on God. I know it's good to wait for God, but you need to help yourself. What's that saying? Heaven help those who help themselves. So if you're just busy waiting, I'm like, oh, the manna of heaven will fall, everything will work out for me. Miracles do happen, but I beg. This period of time you have nothing doing, like you don't have anybody that is calling you, or no, oh, we need to hang out, that's taking your time. Basically, use it to learn something, use it to grow spiritually, be closer to God. Join a society, join a community, learn something, start something. You get, that's the pros of being single. That's why you should remain single for a while. Discover yourself. Moving on to the next point, finding oneself. I feel like all these points are very, very similar to each other. Basically, like you can just use one point to explain the whole story about why you should remain single. Finding oneself. I found myself. I'm using myself as an example, guys. I never knew who Farida was. I was directionless. I didn't really know what I wanted in life. I didn't really know what my focus was. I was just in a relationship, and my focus was, at that time, was my man, my guy, my boo. I didn't really know what I myself wanted. My own was that, oh, I'm here to make sure my boo is happy, and everything I do must make him happy and satisfy him. I was basically working myself out to prove myself to this particular guy, and it shouldn't be like that. During this period of time of dating, I was doing everything. You guys, if you've not seen my video about my relationship, tap on this card here and go and watch it. I love to use myself as an example because I've been through so much. I can relate, hence why I can share my own experience without thinking of, oh, somebody's story. This is my own story. I never knew who Farida was. I never knew what I wanted. I was just, oh, I have a boyfriend now. That's good. I was feeling myself. I have a boyfriend now. But it's not like that. I never developed myself. I never knew my own traits. I never knew anything about myself. I was just existing. I was just living. But when I broke up, years passed, I began to understand that, wow, I be babu. Because at that time, I never knew my self-worth. I never knew I was worth so much. I just thought I was just like one regular babe that is in love with a guy. I never knew, I'm a solid, let me not call the number, but you guys know. I never knew that I was this great at things. I never knew I had talent. I never knew I could explore. I never knew I could do things. I felt so limited then when I was in a relationship. But now I can do more. I can, be myself. I can do what I want. I can adjust on my toxic traits and my bad habits. I can work towards them. I can improve myself. I can learn new things. You guys, I'm not even fronting. I have learned so much this past years of being single, being alone. I have learned a lot. And I'm telling you today that if you are single, take this time to learn about yourself, find what you are good at, invest in yourself, develop yourself. You guys, there is so much time. You have so much time right now to do things you've never done before. Try new things. Know your self-worth is very, very important. You guys, when you know your self-worth, no girl or guy can misbehave and you will take it. Bullshit. My last point on why you should remain single is you should use this period of time to learn. See, there is no better time to learn than now that you are not engaged, because now the main focus is you, darling. Learn things you've never learned before. Learn things you've never known. Study. Learn a craft. Understand yourself. Try new things. Okay? Like, listen to people's experiences, learn from people's mistakes, learn from your own mistake, strive to be a better person, a better individual in general. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, which I did, do let me know in the comment section. Send me a mail if you have any gist. any ideas, you want to motivate me, you want to give me something, you want to talk to me one-on-one, send me that mail via my email address, faridaaliyu40@gmail.com. I'll reply you immediately. And you have a story time that you want me to come on my channel and discuss for you, you need advice from my subscribers, send me that mail via my email address on your screen. Thank you for watching this video. See you all in my next one. Bye guys.